How's it going, guys? Just gonna do a quick little update here on the truck. Got a lot done, so figured I'd just catch you guys up. Haven't filmed a whole lot recently, broke my phone, and then kind of just been running around trying to get stuff done. So like I said, I'll do a little update here for you real quick and show you where we're at. All right, so I got everything in the engine bay back together. I'm not sure where I left off in the last video, but I did go ahead and fill the coolant, ran it, heat cycled it. Everything seems okay, except there's three issues I'm running into. One, injector number 6 is leaking out of the injector nut, so I need to take that apart and torque that down again, check that out. Issue number 2, the oil supply line for the vacuum pump that I don't use is leaking oil, so ordered a part, got it in, got to change that. It was like $70, but gonna get that done probably tomorrow. Don't really have too much time today, just figured I'd get you guys the update. And then the other thing that is leaking, which is really just quite fantastic, is the rear main seal is dripping oil. So great. I got a new one of them, gonna go ahead and put that in as well. Gonna drop the transmission. When I do that, I'll probably add a gusset on the transmission cross member. But other than that, the engine does run. Everything seems to be okay with that. I also, let me think, I took a drive shaft that I had. It's actually out of an 80s Ford, and took it down to a shop, local shop. Got them shorten it and got conversion U-joints so that I could get the drive shaft done. Went to pick that up the other day, and of course they were closed on a Friday for who knows why. But so I'm gonna be picking that up on Monday. Then I can get the drive shaft in, and then I could technically pull this around once I bleed the brakes and do a couple of little things. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit more of what's done and what needs to be done and get you guys caught up. So I was having an issue before with the hydraulics here. So these are adjustable ones, aftermarket, I think either South Bend or Valera. They weren't lining up right, and the pedal was going way too high, so I stuck the stock ones in there. They're kind of just hanging out right now. But that actually fixed my pedal adjustment, so I need to do something with the aftermarket hydraulics to get that situated. As you can see, I got the shifter in. It's not too bad. Ended up going with a short throw shifter for the NV5600 that's in here. This is pretty much done. Gonna button up a little bit of the wiring. But everything in here is done. I'm gonna add a couple switches actually for the intercooler pump, fans, and maybe the fuel pump. Just because with this key, it only has 2 positions, so it's either off or it's on. So you don't have like a accessory spot on this. So if I turn the truck on and I just want to listen to music or something like that, then the fuel pump's constantly running. And I don't have a thermostatic switch for the fans yet, so actually I do, I just haven't installed it. But I'm gonna go ahead and wire in a couple of manual switches so I can turn those off and on for now. Brake lines are done, you can see that, and then this is mounted here. All the fittings are in. I had a problem originally with this fitting when I did the brake lines. That one wasn't right, but now I went ahead and swapped that out, got that situated. So I got to bleed the brakes, and then I ran the brakes to about here, the brake lines, and I got to go right to the rear. And I ended up replacing the wheel cylinders for the rear wheels. But let me see. That's probably about it. I mean, everything runs, everything's hooked up. I gotta adjust these a little bit. You can kind of see it's hanging down, but I'm gonna adjust that, do a couple little things with the brakes, and then that'll really be it. The steering's hooked up. Gotta put a headlight in here and a couple other little things. All right, that's pretty much gonna be getting you guys caught up to where we're at right now. Really close to being able to take this thing out on the road. There's obviously still body work and some other stuff to get figured out. But you know what? I think one other thing I did that I didn't show you guys, and I'll try to show you real quick, was the mounts for the front fenders. Let me see if I can show you guys them. They might be a little bit hard to see, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so you actually can kind of see there's mounts here and here. These are temporary, I can actually take those off. But I slotted the frame and then mounted plates to the bottom of the grill here, so this is completely solid in place. It's not going anywhere. The front end is completely solidly mounted. And then the winch is going to go here with the plate, and you're not going to see anything underneath this section here, so it'll be good to go. For the first test drive, it won't be on, but we'll end up getting that situated pretty soon. Somebody had asked about that. I don't know if you can see it that well. You can kind of see it, the bolt there. It's a little cockeyed right now. It needs to be adjusted. They're not tightened down. But they are in there, and they're mounted. So I don't know if I showed this either. I ended up putting a horn on here. That might not stay depending on how the, how the winch ends up mounting, but we'll see. There it is right now. All right, like I said, that's kind of going to be it for today's video. Just wanted to get you guys a little bit caught up. You know, a couple little things here and there. I don't know if I'll film any of it. We'll see. But then I'm going to be taking this out for the first test drive and kind of see how it is. So hopefully I can get some of that on video. Show you guys. There's still a ton of work to do, bodywork wise, putting on the fender, the running boards, some stuff like that, a little bit of body work. I got new gas tank straps. The ones that are in there, they work, but I got new ones anyway. I got to do that. I'm going to put body mounts under the bed to raise it up. It's actually supposed to be sitting a little bit higher from the factory. So when I put the running boards on, it's not going to line up right unless I go ahead and raise the bed, so I'm going to have to do that. But that won't be until I get it on the road and running. You know, so I'll probably catch back up with you guys next week and just kind of show you what progress I made throughout the week. Hopefully I have the drive shaft in and I at least have this thing rolling. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, drop them down below and try to get back to you with whatever I can. Thanks.